What's up, y'all? It's Beatz and Bitz podcast. Blah. Hold up, wait a minute. What's up, y'all? It's Beatz and Bitz podcast. I'm in the building with no Breezy today, but I'm in the building with my homegirl Nona B. What's up?
What's up, everybody?
All right. So, Nona, tell them a little bit about yourself if you care to. Otherwise, they can find out later.
No, I'll go ahead and introduce myself briefly. My name is Nona Baldwin from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'll be 21 actually this Monday. My birthday is Monday, March 26th, and I'll be 21 years old. Woo woo. I graduated from high school at 16. I'm a young achiever here in Milwaukee. I've been honored by the mayor. And I am a writer, actress, poet, and Latin and contemporary dancer.
Okay. And Young Link just came in the building. I put you on mute, fam. Are you? Oh no, I didn't. I ain't put you on mute. Okay, you figured it out.
Yeah.
So we got Young Link back in the building too. He in the dark because he's driving back to the crib. And yeah, don't be sitting up in the driveway. You know, people be pulling up on folks in the driveway.
Oh hell yeah, they do.
Yeah,
especially in this city. Especially in this South City.
he out there in Detroit, so you know
yeah.
So no, I gotta ask you because you the resident believer on the show for today.
Yes.
Where is Justin?
Where is Justin? That is a question that I often find myself asking as well. Justin, where are you now that I need you the most? I mean, all I need is you, and you're not here, so find me in Milwaukee. Justin Bieber is a very special topic to me because I feel like he's very misunderstood and misjudged on a daily basis. I feel like the media is extremely harsh on him. And I feel like when you have someone that grew up in the spotlight under the circumstances that he did at the age that he did, it's kind of hard, you know, to judge them in the way that they do. A lot of people at his age made similar, if not worse, mistakes, and the media was not on them as much as they are on him. So it's totally different situation. And I've been a believer and a Bieberette since 2009. I've been trying to meet Justin. I have videos on YouTube and Twitter. I've been on TMZ Live. I've been on the Dave Smiley Show as well as the Elvis Duran Morning Show. So, I mean, I'm a huge Bieberette, and I love Justin so much. And I feel like his honors, his struggles, his music, and his journey has helped me along my journey and so many others, you know? So, where is he? Right.
Mm-hmm. see, Justin got the same problem. Hold on, Link. Justin got the same problem Link got and messing around with the... No, I ain't gonna go that far. We ain't gonna turn up like we normally do with Nona. I want her mama calling me like
we keep it real over here.
Yeah, we do, but you gotta be messing around.
I got so much to say though, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, he got that same problem that Link got with messing around with these young harlots. You know, these young harlots. But see, like they tried to. No, this is the thing about it. You can't be all this money. If I got rich today, right? You gotta go out here, and it's a thing about him and Selena, right? Selena, because a lot of women mature faster than us, and Selena got to live basically a grown woman's life in the span of maybe, let me see, they came in 13, they 21 now. So in the span of like 11 years, she's grown up and he's grown up, but you know, men, we don't really, you know, mature. And then from them coming in as children, Justin is still finding himself. Selena's still finding herself. And you know, they both grown now. Now Selena out here out somewhere in Canada, out past your house with the weekend. And so, you know what I'm saying, up in the hills. But anyway, but go ahead, Link.
Well, I was about to say this too. I can kind of agree to that because like what Justin Bieber, what I was I was listening to a YouTuber named Vigilant Christian. I don't know if you heard of him. He's pretty well known, but he was just talking about, like, Justin Bieber's really finding himself, and that he getting back with Christ. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was exposing some of the things, the evilness and wickedness that's going on in the music industry too. So that probably has something to do with his him, like, just isolating himself. And like you said before, like you guys kind of said, like in the beginning, like he had all this wealth and everything. He was pretty much famous at a young age, and he's just now maturing. But that's why I feel like what's going on, like he's just trying to entering like salvation. I think that's what's going on, and just trying to find like the meaning of life. I think that's what it is. He's withdrawing himself from like the crowd and all the stuff he did in the past. So that's probably what it is. So I don't know if he's gonna make any music though, but he's just like I said, he's just searching for the truth. I feel like, and that's pretty much what it is. That's what I think was going on. What you about to say?
I agree. However, yeah. I feel like it's not so much that he is looking for Christ or that he's trying to find his salvation, because many don't know, but he has been a Christian. He was raised up in a Christian environment. I just simply think he's maturing with God, growing with God, and believing and trusting in God. So it's not so much that he's just now finding God, but I think we all go through a phase where we have to mature, not only within ourselves and find who we are, but also with God and mature in our relationship with our Heavenly Father.
I would definitely agree, and it don't stop.
Well, yeah, I agree too, but yeah, it really does, like, life experiences, because I can kind of testify to that too, though. Because like a couple months ago, I told you, like, Killzown, like, following the wrong things, and I just got kind of, I had to like readjust myself. But
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with getting your swerve on, Peppin. I mean, you just can't let the swerve. You just can't let the swerve take hold. And I'm gonna just say this because
exactly.
I'm gonna say this because Nona is here. Like, you still young in the game. Like, me and Link getting old. Well, I'm getting old. I'm the oldest cat here. But I mean, at 27, I done seen some things and been through like 20s. Yeah, hold on, Link. You get one in the house. I'm gonna mute you right quick because you sound like Darth Vader with the keyboard. All right. So I'm gonna just say this: like hold on, wait a minute. Now you gotta unmute yourself, bro, when you get straight, because you sound like Darth Vader. But yeah, it's just like when you start to go out here now that you're 21, you're gonna be 21. Like, now you're gonna be in the midst of the lifestyle. So you gotta make sure that you when you go out and you date, you're gonna be dating guys that drink and smoke and do excessively, or you're gonna be seeing that. I ain't gonna say you are, but I'm saying a lot of men do. And you gotta, especially with brothers. Now, if you over here, if you down with it, because I know you like Justin, if you getting with the swirl, I mean, most guys.
I don't discriminate.
Okay.
I don't discriminate. I don't have a preference.
Okay. So most men, they're not going, if you, like, say with you, I don't know what you're looking for in a guy, but I'm saying, like, if you're looking to settle down, you have to get with a guy who knows who he is on his way, and it is basically already established. Whereas a lot of us, it doesn't matter necessarily the racial background or whatever, it's just the way that the world is. We everybody's getting adjusted. So you might fall in love with a guy, and then 6 months down the line, his feelings might change, or your feelings might change. And everybody at your age, a lot of, not everybody at y'all, but like in our age group, the 21 to 30, 35 age group, a lot of people are exploring and experimenting and stuff like that. So you just gotta, don't hold it up against a guy, or don't put like all your eggs in one basket unless he's sitting up, unless he got a ring and he been like showing you or whatever. Okay. So you already know. So I ain't got to give you the speech.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I wanted to relay back to also what Link said. how he was testifying that he was going through things. We all go through things. And I always say this too shall pass. We all have trials and tribulations that we face. We all have our ups and our downs, because it wouldn't be life if it wasn't like that. You know, we learn from our mistakes and we have to keep it moving. However, it's not how hard we fall. It's how we rise after the fall that depicts our character. You always, as long as you have the will to get up, as long as you can look up, you can get up.
Mm-hmm. And so I just feel like, all right, link back. All right, so now, speaking of which, we go from Justin Bieber to, you know, the elephant in the room, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Mr. Test My Gangsta.
One more thing about Justin before we leave. Justin before we leave. Ooh. I just want to say that Justin just hasn't found me yet. So I'm in Milwaukee, Justin. Find me, Nona Baldwin in Milwaukee. Justin needs me and I need him. So boom.
You better hurry up before I go up there, or Link go up there and post. No, I'm just playing. No, you know, men don't like that when somebody.
Okay. Huh?
Man, you're supposed to just play up into it. Like, I ain't trying to talk. We just had this conversation about somebody else we had on this platform. Like, everybody thinks I'm trying to get, like, this is why I don't even bring females on the show, because after a while they get brand new and they don't want to talk to me.
That's why you stay alone, Killzone. You was like, these niggas, man, out of control. It was like, man, I ain't trying to get on nobody's girl. What the fuck?
Not even that. It's not even that. It's just you know, it's not even that. It's just, my thing is, it ain't about nobody else's girl. It's about when you dealing with people, like, I don't want people to feel like, ladies to feel like that they're not able to come on to this show because I'm a holler at them, a Lincoln gonna holler at them, a Breezy gonna holler at them. That ain't how I roll and I operate. I'm about the business first. Now, especially you being so far, most of the people that I've had on this platform, with the exception of the homegirl Jazz, I got to get her back on here, haven't been from my city. So it's no way in the world I'm gonna be able to even flirt or fraternize with you if we 15. Like, I ain't got Bieber. Bieber could get to you like that. You know what I'm saying? He got he jet flying, Rolex wearing, alligator, you know, Ric Flair, and he could do that. But not yet for me. Like, I'm still trying to figure it all out, and I'm still, you know, still building and still working, because I didn't have a team. I ain't had Ursha Raymond. Now, you know, if I get Ursha up in here, it might be a problem because we might make a hit. But my thing is, I don't want women to feel like antagonized. Now, if something forms, if we talking or whatever, and if it's natural, I still don't be. You won't see me, and I don't even blow you up like that. I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing?" I might comment on a picture or whatever, but I don't be sitting up here doing. Do I be up in your inbox?
No, it's all love. You know, we have to support one another as people in the industry. We have to support one another and uplift one another. So it's all love at the end of the day. And if you do have Usher on the show, you most definitely have to get my mom on the show because she loves Usher.
Okay. Duly noted.
Yes.
No, mama. And
she loves you guys. She loves you guys too. I've told her about you guys as well. So she loves Usher. She loves you guys. She would love to be a part of the show too.
Oh Lord. Oh damn! I don't know. I'm scared of my mama watching this damn show, let alone your mama.
Shit, man. I know my people's watching it, bro. You tag me in it.
See, I'm about to get my people's off.
It's all good, though. No, because they be nosy. They be nosy. Like, oh, I wonder what Young Lee talking about. I'm like, oh shit, gotta go to church and stuff. He was like, hey, I see that podcast, you know.
Yeah, see that's
but it's all good though.
Hey, that's why I mean,
my dad be like, my dad, he be watching my videos. He love it though, but you know.
Yeah, but see, your mama is the one you got to worry about though. That ain't your dad's gonna be cool with it because you grown and you got your own spot. But your mama
be like, why you all that? You with all that cussing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's my show.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, we good. So you said we went on Tekashi.
Yeah, man, he the new 50 Cent. I'm saying it right here. I don't know if you've seen him, but you know, he heard of him, but you know,
I have.
Oh yeah, like
I'm a fan. However, I feel that he cannot be compared to 50 Cent.
No,
I feel that their styles are totally different.
I can't. See, I didn't listen to. Okay, let me say this because I got Apple Music and stuff. I can download the shit anyway. But okay, was this album? Was it good? Like, you know, is it worth listening to?
If you like, I told you this. If you like, Lil Jon, DMX, like high energy.
Yeah, like DMX.
Like I said, he like if you took 50 DMX, Lil Jon, and Pastor Troy, and a little bit of XXXTentacion, you got Tekashi 6ix9ine, and then he's it's so crazy. Like it's so crazy. Even the videos, it's like old school Lil Jon and DMX or whatever videos.
But my thing is, because I was getting kind of irritated watching that interview a little bit. I mean, because like you comparing yourself to 50 Cent. 50 Cent had, you know, a lot. Like I said, I didn't listen to this dude here, but 50 Cent, you know, I mean, he was popping, bro. I mean, had a lot of hits, and it's kind of hard to get another 50 Cent. You know, and that's why I'm like, this is just a young dude that just came out of nowhere. I feel like just made a few videos and blowing up because
he is on the Billboard. Like all his stuff is on Billboard. Everything he touching is like it just like 50. He had you know, Gummo, Kiki, and Kuda is like his what's the word? Like it's like Wangsta in the club and PIMP for him. Like so he got it. He got it. Like he got it. I don't know where
I just gotta listen to it.
Well, I mean, I don't knock that he has it, and I don't feel that it's so much about the status or the success or the status of their singles, but it's just like their styles are a bit different. It's kind of hard to say like he's the new 50 Cent because 50 Cent really can't be replaced, and all within itself, 6ix9ine. I don't want to knock him because he's building something for himself, you know, so they both are a success within themselves without stepping on one another.
And without having a cosign because, and I think he just is the most hated. Like like 50 came in, he was the most hated. Like everybody and their mama was against him. So when you see that, you know, when you see Tekashi blowing up and everybody like questioning him and judging him off of him getting jammed up, because like really it was Trippie Redd, because when he saw that 6ix9ine was dialing in, he started throwing salt on him about his old sexual misconduct case, and to be honest, that can happen. It never happens the other way around, because ain't no dude gonna be like, you know, and nobody. I mean, and it's a lot of men that's suffering. Like I was, you know, sexually. I was sexually abused by a woman. You know what I'm saying? Not molested, but I'm saying like in that scenario where you know you doing something you should be doing, but it's not totally sexual. You know what I'm saying? And that had an effect on me coming up. So you got an underage girl at a party that she shouldn't be at, where you got this kid he's blowing up doing dumb stuff on the internet, like a lot of these kids are. And you know, his homies set him up because they saw back then that he was destined for greatness. So they tried to jam him up because they was messing with this girl that they shouldn't have been messing with. She's underage. We know that goes on in the community, and it's not right. So they figure, hey, he a little bit younger than us. he won't go to jail for as long because we got this girl in here popping beans, smoking weed, drinking, and all this other stuff. So we gonna get him on camera and we gonna jam him up. So then they want to paint him as a rapist. They want to paint him as a child abuser and everything else like that. But he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And the dudes that he running with wouldn't be running with him if that was the case. That's just how I feel. So now that he comes in the game, everybody's trying to paint him as a monster. And that's why he's acting out and acting up the way he is, because, you know, Trippie Redd fell out with XXXTentacion because Trippie started doing music with Drake, and you know, him and Drake had a problem. So Trippie is not nowhere near the level of an X or the level of a Tekashi 6ix9ine. He hot, but he throw a lot of salt in the game. So now he's still popping, but he ain't on the same level as they are now. Like they was all contemporaries, and now they done blown past him. So now every time they pull up on his stream, they asking him about these two guys. So what y'all think? Like, do y'all feel like he need to tone it down, or do y'all feel like, focus on the music, or do y'all feel like he in a...
I did some research on him besides listening to music. Like, he grew up, real dirt poor, you feel me, in Queens. And so it was like days, they said, like his stomach was growling so bad that his mom started crying. They were so poor, like she had to get shoes, from the trash can so he can wear to go to school. And he witnessed his father getting killed at the age of 13. And that changed his whole reality. So when you lose your father and you grow up in the streets, single mother and all that stuff, you just trying to, put food on the table. He dropped out of school, all that stuff. So he started the music. Now I kind of understand like his whole, what he's going through and all that. But once you're successful, I don't understand why these niggas do dumb stuff. Like, I feel like, and then get upset, when you get approached to those things. That's what Charlamagne the God was talking about. He was like, listen, just tone it down. Stop saying you were blood and all that stuff. If, you don't want to, have those consequences, like the Crips come at you. And he said he associated the Bloods and the Crips. But I'm just saying that's just like playing with fire and then getting mad when you get burned. Or gotta you go in and out the hospital. Like, stop it, And I just felt like this young man, he has potential, but he's just misguided. And if you already got money and you building something for yourself, focus on that. You get what I'm saying? And instead of just, nobody's forcing him to say all these things online. And I understand it's freedom of speech, but I just felt like he's doing this to himself in a way. He attracting a lot of the negative energy, basically what I'm saying, for no reason. And he can eliminate that by doing positive things. Like he said, he was doing stuff for the community. But that's just me. And I can't feel sorry for the young man if he keeps, just doing this. From right from wrong. That's how I feel like. That's why, I was getting kind of like a little frustrated with that interview. And I was kind of siding with Charlamagne was saying, though, But go ahead. That's what I feel. That's how I feel in that situation, man. I just feel like he's attracting a lot of negative energy. But
I mean, I feel like 6ix9ine, as you mentioned, the way he grew up in his childhood and bringing up and the things that he's battling, like that all ties into, to me, in my opinion, emotional support and stability. People are quick to overlook where you come from and the struggles that you've been through and the struggles that you continue to face on a daily basis. You mentioned that he has money now, so he should tone it down. Well, I feel like even though he still could be struggling emotionally and mentally with the things that he's been through. Just because you have money doesn't mean that you don't struggle. You still go through things on a daily basis. It's just different circumstances on the struggle that you go through, but that doesn't mean that you stop suffering in some cases. So I feel like he needs to come to terms with his problems, address and acknowledge what he's been through and what he's hurting for, and mend it within himself. And if that means, as a result, toning it down, then that's what it would be. However, That may be his character or his style. We don't know yet because he's still yet maturing as an artist himself. So we don't know if that's his style or if he's simply outlashing because of his pain and what he's been through.
And that's I get what you're saying, but it's just that, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of things that he can prevent. You know, I understand we all go through struggles, and it's like no matter how much money you have, if you're not right with yourself, but and just do a lot of this and that, and then you know, just because people in the gang members, man, especially the Chris and Buzz, they take that serious in LA, and so you know, it's not like nobody pointing a gun to his face, say, "Hey, man, say all these disrespectful things to these gang organizations." I just feel like he's mature enough to say, "Hey, no, I know that ain't right. I know I got stuff I need to, I want to make a name for myself, but let me not go into that situation. Let me not do that." It's just some accountability that he should be taking. You get what I'm saying? That's what Charlamagne was talking about.
Definitely. I understand, but you have to look at it from this point too. He has yet to come to terms with what's hurting him. So when you're hurt and when you're frustrated, a lot of people say things that we don't mean. We often find ourselves yelling and screaming things that we don't mean. He just happens to be in the media. We don't know, what he's going through mentally and emotionally for him to act the way that he does. He just happens to be in the media doing it versus someone in the normal world going through things and saying things out of anger, confusion, hurt. They're not in the media. They're not put under the limelight, ridiculed and judged and criticized that comes out of their mouth. So yes, I agree. He does need to step up and take some accountability for what he says, but we can't be so harsh on him while he does it.
I mean, and then too, you gotta think these dudes have came like the whole Tekashi thing, like it kind of blew up. It blew up in Trippie Redd face because if Trippie Redd hadn't put it out there that he had that case, we wouldn't even be talking about Tekashi like that. He probably would have been successful, but not on the scale that he is now because he's fighting. He's fighting for his life. He's fighting for his spot. He's fighting for a lot of different things, and every other situation that has came his way is because these people want to test him. Like they want to see what's going on, and he started it. Like he said, "Look, y'all not gonna keep, y'all not gonna push me around. The people, my team ain't with that. Right? This how we coming. So when you have people that come at you and disrespect you and all of this other stuff, like you gotta understand." That you just gotta understand what's really going on, and you gotta understand.
He has his guard up. He has his guard up in a sense, and a special message to 6ix9ine. You have a friend here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, in me. Many blessings to him because he has his guard up right now. Like you said, a lot of people are coming at him for that he's going through with the case, with his status, what he's proclaiming. He has his guard up, so he's in defense mode right now. Fight or flight. He's fighting right now for a lot of different things, as you mentioned. So you got to take it into consideration and not be so harsh on him, but expect him to have accountability all in the same time.
Okay, let me say this then. Let me retract because maybe I misunderstood. So the whole thing what you saying, Killzown, is that when people coming after him, the main thing is that when Trippie Redd says him bringing up his accusations of the rape, it's not because I'm going by from the sense he's just online just saying crazy things, or is it a little bit of both?
I mean, he took what had happened out of context. That's why I broke it down for you earlier. He took what had happened out of context. He was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and then that's what ended up happening. So, all right, yeah. So that's how everything kind of popped off, and so that's what ended up happening, and then and basically kind of blew up in dude's face. But much love to 6ix9ine. I hope he stay out of trouble. I'm glad I had Pastor Brian pray for that young man because that's some serious stuff, Because I want to hear another rapper. Like I said, the Exo Sound from Detroit was in the club, got killed. It's just a lot of young rappers, man. Like I said, I had a friend. He was coming up in the game. He got killed in the studio. It's just crazy, man. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's thank you. This was the first day. I think it was the first. Yeah, it was the first day of the new year. So yeah, rest in peace. But yeah, it's sad and like and like I said, I see so much potential in that young man. Like I said, he's misguided, but
definitely
he's gonna be okay. He's just gotta. I don't know how his entourage. I don't know, like I said, circle of people. But it's just like the gangs and stuff. I really believe, like I said, if he toned it down, do what he can control, I feel like the situation would be a lot better, But instead of just, and to still continue to focus on the music and all that stuff, and yeah, that's why I feel like that's why I was just coming off of, because I'm just saying, because I hear on YouTube, I just see a bunch of videos of him just saying just crazy things. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know what, what is he doing, but it makes sense though what you said, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and on to our next topic. Cardi B went viral this week for asking where does the taxes go? Where does our tax money go? So I'm gonna pull up. Wait a minute, I'm gonna try to pull up the clip. But she was on CNN. She was on a whole bunch of different platforms. And let me see right quick. Let me pull it up real quick. See if we can play it.
Okay.
All right. CBS News yesterday. All right, here we go. Here we go. No, wait a minute. Go back. That's there. Let me go back so they flag me. I'm gonna pull it up here. All right, here we go. And let me see if I can pull up the video.
So the government is taking 40% of my taxes, and Uncle Sam, I want to know what you're doing with my fucking tax money, because you know what I'm saying. Like when you donate to a kid from a foreign country, they give you updates of what they're doing with the nation. I want to know what you're doing with my fucking tax money, because I'm from New York and the streets is always dirty. We was voted the dirtiest city in America. What is y'all doing? There's still rats on the damn trains. I know y'all not spending it in no damn prison, because y'all be giving niggas like 2 underwears, 1 jumpsuit for like 5 months. So what is y'all niggas doing with my fucking money? What is y'all doing with my fucking money? I want to know. I want receipts. I want everything. I want to know what y'all niggas doing with my fucking money. What is y'all niggas doing with my fucking money?
Oh, man.
Hey, Buffer.
Oh man.
When you talk about some real shit, everything want to fuck up. So
hey. But she had an adamant question, and they tell you that the taxes go certain places and they go to fund. I mean, they go to obviously fund government facilities and things of that nature.
Yes.
They go to fund, education. They fund the libraries. They fund all of that, and some of it has to be voted on. But I don't know. Like I guess because Cardi B is such a mega star now that it's just kind of cracked off, because I think a lot of it has to do with what she was saying that is true, but at the same time, I think we have to, we in our communities, we got to start voting for the taxes. Because I was in St. Louis County where they improved all of the libraries because people voted on it in the taxes. Like when we got the library expansion before, that's how I'm able to get games and stuff like this. Because we voted on to have a media expansion where we could get games, we could get movies,
nice,
and all this other stuff from out of the library. So, I don't know if they got that. Y'all got it up there in Detroit, or y'all got it in Milwaukee, but You know, that's that like that is a good question that she raised, but I think it also goes to voting because the money is there. But if we don't go out as a community and vote, then it's not going to be spent in our community. And I think that's what really I think a lot of people in the black community have a lot of disdain for the government, so they don't vote. But if you do vote, this is the perks that come along with it. Like all of this, and then I got an app on my phone called Hoopla, where I could get it's basically like a free streaming service. Like if I could cancel my Google Play Music and pull up everything that like comics, ebooks, all of that, and it's like two other apps that you could get to get everything else. So like. They got the new Tamar album on here. They got, a whole bunch of movies and everything on here. So, I feel like we got hell, they got Kodak Black on here. But anyway, I mean, free Kodak. But yeah, they got Kodak Black. I've been listening to that Valentine's Day album he put out. But anyway, what's y'all take on it?
I agree with you. With the voting, I feel that we do, as a society and a community, do need to vote. Voting is very important. You have some people that refuse to vote for personal reasons, or some that say their vote doesn't count, or some that just simply don't vote at all. And then they want to complain at the end of the day on works, funds things, and who's in charge of things when that could have been prevented and changed based on our vote. So I do believe voting is very important. And also just familiarizing yourself with your rights, with how things operate. It's not like all this stuff is kept secret or on lock, You just have to really research and do your homework on things to really understand how everything works.
Okay. Link, what you think? Link, what you over there eating, dog? Heard a plate clang and everything. What you doing, dog? We doing the show here. You gotta get your eating drink on afterwards. No, go ahead, Pepper. Hold on. I mean, shoot.
What I think about the voting?
Yeah. No, what do you think about what Cardi B said in relation to that?
I mean, it's true. I mean, I think about this all the time. So I'm in Detroit, man, especially in this damn state, bro. I be thinking about man, like
hold on.
We got, bro. I'm looking like first our money going to what?
You breaking up a little bit, bro.
You said what?
Cut your video off and start all the way back over because you sound like Darth Vader.
All right, hold on.
And no, do me a favor, cut yours off too.
Okay.
You was breaking up a little bit. I'm gonna cut mine off just to let me see here. There we go. Yeah, so
I think that's better.
Yeah, because it's sometimes if everybody's got video going, it buffers. So we just gonna rock like this for a second. They just saying there's enough. I know y'all.
All right, this much better right here.
After this. But anyway.
Yeah. So I mean, I agree. Like I said, man. I mean, at the end of the day, where's our taxpayers' money going to? So I feel like she has a right. I mean, to say that. I mean, it's still the same thing going on over and over again. I feel like nothing's. Like I said, like I can testify to that, like just little simple things like the roads, infrastructure needs to be done here in Michigan. We talk about this every year. I mean, it's down potholes everywhere, tearing up niggas' cars and stuff. I mean, it's just like really, and then it's just little simple stuff, man. But yeah, I mean, she says like rats on subways and stuff like that. I mean, we deserve better, but in order way to do better, the community has to collectively understand that. And then I talked about this too, like start a political alliance. I'll talk about all this political videos, start a political alliance where people come together and they have an agenda. They got to know where the United States Senate is, the House of Representatives, how long they're going to be in term, all that stuff. And I'll set and have a collective meetings with them, like every other month or something. And then talk about, their agenda and what they want to achieve. And once you have that, that's power. You have a great political representation. Things can be going into your favor. So same thing, like I said, with black people. Like for us, Shoot, if I think it's about like 11 million registered Black voters, and so if we collectively, let's just say we're gonna spend $1 or $5 a month or something like that, just for a political representation. So once United States Senate runs or anything, or next time the election, we already have money in the bank like that liquidly, and so we can use that, invite them to talk, and then we use our agenda and say, hey, we want you to do this, we want you to pass these type of laws and all that stuff, and then boom, there you go. That's how the LGBT community, that's how they successful. So I feel like the politicians know what's going on, but it's we the people, we hold the true power. We gotta just like show the awareness, like, hey, this is what's going on. We need this, we need to fix our roads, we need these type of jobs, we need this type of stuff, we need to fix the education system, all that stuff. So yeah, but she's right though, but a collective group of people need to be on point too. That's all I have to say about that.
Mm-hmm. Very well said.
So the next thing, should teachers be allowed to carry firearms in school?
Woo. No.
I'm gonna say hell no, because all it takes for, because I seen so many videos come in the last about 10 years. I've been out of high school for about 10 years almost. Thank God. But I seen a lot of these kids getting their ass beat by these teachers. Now I understand that, you know, back in the day they used to have whoopings back in, like when our parents was growing up, you know, they used to, the teachers were allowed to whoop that ass. Now I'm in favor of that outside of having firearms, because there should be armed police officers that patrol each and every school. There should be a police officer that is in a rotation that should be stationed at the school, in a school zone every day. And, you know, once a month, every office, it's enough officers out here to get at least one on the school. Damn the shortages, because, you know, a lot of people are leaving the force because of the things that have happened to, you know, Black people and minorities over the last few years. But it's still enough police officers out there to protect these schools in the event of a school shooter. And I feel like instead of giving the teachers guns, the teachers need to be to intercede on behalf, intercede these children's lives, and actually talk to the each and every one of their students. Like, I was fortunate enough to have teachers that actually gave a damn about me, other than them meeting their quota on passing me in their class for their bonus. Like, so when you have teachers that are willing to intercede and willing to find out what's going on in the home, and, you know, getting your pastor, clergy, or other people involved, you know, getting these people help. You wouldn't have Tekashi 6ix9ine. You wouldn't have these school shooters. I'm not comparing Tekashi to a school shooter, but I'm just saying you wouldn't have gangbangers and domestic terrorists if you interceded in these kids' life instead of just segmenting them. Because that Florida shooter, he got bullied. He was a small dude, and the guys he was beefing with was already gone. So he figured, hell, I'm gonna go and you know, he was already out. I know he wasn't out of school. He had dropped out or something. He had left the school, or he got kicked out, or whatever. He had got transferred out of the school and went to a whole different school. Or what, I forget what it was. No, that was the school that he went to, but he left the school he was at that he got expelled from. And he was still getting bullied at this new school. So he just decided, hell, everybody gonna pay for my whole entire life. And, you know, I as far as the kids nowadays, I feel like, damn what the schools are saying. If somebody is beating on you or hurting you or whatever, you should defend yourself. Because outside of school, if somebody try to beat your ass or shoot you or kill you, you have the right to defend yourself. So it shouldn't be different in the school section. They shouldn't be suspending both of the people. If somebody was the aggressor, then they suspend the aggressor, because the person who is getting their ass whooped didn't necessarily ask to get their ass whooped. If they're getting their ass whooped, because sometimes people get the ups on them and the tables turn. But I feel like whoever starts these fights or whatever, bullying or whatever, they need to get suspended. And after so many times, then they get kicked out of school. They're kicking the kids out of school and getting their ass whooped. And that's not solving the problem. You just inviting them to be either, like I said, gangbangers or domestic terrorists, because either the streets gonna get them or they depression and the devil gonna get into them and they gonna go and do something that can't, now these people's whole lives is destroyed because this dude. Right. And he ain't got no remorse. He ashamed that he got caught, but he ain't. You can look at that man's eyes. I seen they had the sentencing or
the death penalty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They just gave Dylan.
Yeah, Florida got that.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So how y'all feel?
I'll let you go on ahead. I'll talk.
Okay. Well, I feel that the teachers should not be armed with firearms. I feel that guns should not be allowed in the school system, whether it's the student or the teacher. Absolutely not. I feel that teachers, however, should all teachers should have to participate in a psychology course. I feel that they should be able to notice the signs, notice the behaviors, the change in their students, and address each student that faces the problem individually. And I feel like mental health is very much underrated. I feel that people are so quick to label mental health as something that's just, irrelevant or doesn't matter. They really take the value out of it because it's something that is very present in this world. And it's something that does truly need to be addressed and worked on individually and not as a group, because every mental health case is different. Every child is different. We all are different in our own sense. So I feel like teachers should have to be equipped with those courses to notice the signs, notice the patterns, and address them accordingly.
I agree. So, Link, you got something on this, so we gonna move to the next topic.
Yeah, it's a little, like I said, I agree. Like I said, the teachers shouldn't be armed. I just believe the simple solution to have more officers there. And, it's sad, like with the Florida shooting, I think, I don't know if it was a law going on. They said that they had security there, but they couldn't like intervene like prior to this, because he was showing like different signs like, hey, I'm gonna shoot up this school. Like he was posting little videos, just different things on Facebook, on social media, and saying what he was going to do to the kids. And I felt like, FBI or anything, they didn't pretty much do no investigation. And and it just led to like some casualties going on the day he did it. So it's the system itself, and I'm not going to try to go too far-fetched with the whole gun control thing, but I don't know, man. It's just like a hidden agenda that's going on, I feel like. And it's sad we're going to continue to hear more of these mass shootings. Like we just heard the Maryland school shooting. It's going to be a lot of those things going on. But at the end of the day, I feel like teachers shouldn't, like I said, be armed with that. I mean, their job is to teach, not to protect the students. The officers have to do that. And a lot of this stuff starts at home too, man. And I believe mental illness is a huge thing. I mean, it needs to be addressed. We all know the school system, of course, they quit diagnose kids with ADD, ADHD, all that stuff, the pills. So you got to look at the whole thing too. Like, are they going to make money off of this? Are they going to come up with some new drug? You get what I'm saying? Like, if, the pharmaceutical companies can make a lot of money. So I don't know, man. I feel like the FBI, they know it's a solution, but they're not going to do it, man. It's a hidden agenda they're trying to do, man. Like the martial law and all that stuff they're trying to implement here. So, yeah, that's how I feel about this whole situation.
So on to, some a little bit more lighthearted. Black Panther is now the #1 superhero movie of all time. Have y'all seen it?
Yay! No, yes. I have not. Yeah. Not yet.
Oh man,
I'm gonna talk about that movie though. But yeah, you gotta go and watch it. It's good.
Me and Link gonna probably have to do a video talking about the I hadn't talked to Breezy yet. We might do the next episode. We might have it. So Nona, you might
$1 billion in the box office, dog. Woo!
$1 billion. With a big B.
I mean, that's more. I think that's more than Deadpool 1. Because Deadpool 1 had like $1 billion something. So, but dang.
Yeah, it passed up Dark Knight. It passed up the Avengers. Like, you know, I already got my Infinity War ticket. It's a go. It's a go. Friday night.
Pre-ordered, yeah.
Oh yeah, man! I can't wait, man. Like,
I got a pre-order. I might want to type do say, I just show up to the movie theater. Hey, let me get a ticket for this. Like, if it ain't in stock,
man, you gonna be standing in line, dog. Yeah, you gonna be driving.
I'll be driving to theater.
Link gonna be outside. Link gonna be there. You gonna be there at midnight going to see it. Sleep halfway through it. Had to go see it.
Like, damn, y'all, like, we sold out. Damn, y'all sold out. Like, every theater.
Look, matter of fact, in Avengers.
Infinity War, No,
go ahead, Link. Go ahead, Link.
No, I was about to say, Avengers, man, Infinity War might reach $2 billion.
It already broke. Black Panther broke the most pre-order movie ticket of all time. And then Infinity War did it in 6 hours. In 6 hours. So think about this: Black Panther beat Star Wars, and then Infinity War beat it in less than 6 hours. So, you know, it's been all leading up to this.
Yes, you.
And speaking of which, we gotta wait till Breezy come back on because I don't know. Noni, do you watch Dragon Ball Super or no? Nona?
I'm sorry, you broke up.
Oh, do you watch Dragon Ball Super or not?
I do not.
Okay, so we gonna.
You mean like Dragon Ball Z, like the anime?
Yeah, well, they had a new series recently.
Okay, no, I don't. My younger siblings are really into anime, though. Okay. They love anime. Yes, they're huge fans. But no, I haven't. I haven't seen it.
It's all good. Link, have you seen real quick? We just gonna go over this real quick, and then we're gonna get to our last topic.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I had to get on it though. I would love to talk about. I haven't seen it though.
Oh, okay. Have you been playing fighters? No.
Have I been playing fight? Oh no. I seen the gameplay though. But no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this week Broly and Bardock, you know, from the they coming to Dragon Ball Fighters this week. I got this up on the screen.
Broly and Bardock, wow.
And Bardock, yeah. So I'm just rolling through the gameplay or whatever real quick. So
okay.
So they coming this week, and then they just had the last episode. I just watched the Super just came out. So for our last topic, I already got it up here on the screen. They have a remake of the Superfly movie. We're gonna go ahead and look at the trailer right quick. I can't even talk. And then we're gonna talk about it.
Songs 11. Worked every day since. One thing or another. Study.
Y'all hear the audio?
I gave people jobs when there were no jobs.
Y'all hear the audio?
Yes.
Okay, because we doing it. We doing it.
Living rooms, the church basement, the garage. I've got operations all over the city. Isn't that what the American dream's all about? You can work on me, baby. You can work on me. Money comes easy. Just keeping it, that's all. Power never stop a bullet. No car can outrun fate. But if you can play the game by your own rules and win, that's Superfly. You can work on me.
So I'm trying to figure out why they are remaking Superfly, one of the most classic films of all time. I mean, well, I ain't gonna classic black films of all time. A classic.
Shit, Hollywood running out of ideas.
Well, I mean, this is kind of like it's not a it's a remake, but it's a remake, but it's also like a reimagining of you know, of Superfly. Like, you know,
like a spinoff.
Yeah, kind of. Like, I mean, yeah. So, how do y'all like? Well, okay. So, Link say they run out of ideas.
And now I was going to say something else too.
Go ahead, Link.
I mean, same thing, like, you know, because I watch movies all the time, but same thing, like, you know, when they remaking The Strangers and shit, The Strangers, I'm like, you know, it's just some series, man, you just gotta leave it alone. But with that, yeah, I feel like it's just running out of ideas, to be honest with you, man. That's just how it is. We're gonna see more of this though. Like, they remade Jumanji, you know, the new Jumanji movie, you know. I mean, compared to the old one was a lot better to me personally, but yeah, that's just how it is. I guess it's just a new wave of things, man. Yeah.
I agree. I feel like some things just have to be left alone. The greats should be greats. Let the icons be the icons. Whatever is good, if sometimes you just need to let it be, you shouldn't try to remake it. Some things really can't be remade. When you think of all the time and effort and the cast that went into certain things and projects, there's no way that it can be duplicated.
This brings me back to this this Scarface remake that's been like
Scarface.
Yeah, they're doing a Scarface.
I love that movie. That's a classic. Ooh.
But it's gonna be like, I would say a prequel, because
that might work actually.
It's gonna be the life of Sosa. Like, like before, like before Tony gets there, you know, Sosa is the boss. So it's gonna be the life of, you know, Sosa, him meeting old girl, him, you know, solidify his empire. It's been in developing limbo, and then they had like a remake of Juice with Soulja Boy that they filmed, where it was Soulja Boy, Young Jock, and I forget who else was in the movie, but they never put out. I kind of want to see it because, I want to see it because I want to see where, like, how it turned out. You know, I don't know. I think they partially filmed it, but it's, you know, one of them ones that was like left on the cutting room floor, and we never got to see it. He put the mixtape out and did everything else, but it was supposed to be a movie.
Okay.
And Soulja Boy was supposed to be Bishop, which I mean,
oh my god,
I just said Soulja Boy, but he's just.
I mean,
he's still trying to stay relevant, dog. I think that's that nigga, bro. Nobody doing no crank that shit. It was a good drive, man. You know what I'm saying? 2004 and shit, but
you think he should
damn, I mean, Soulja Boy gone, bro. That nigga just
King Draco.
Man, fuck Soulja Boy, bro. Oh my god, bro. No, I fuck with Bow Wow though, to be honest.
I mean, Bow Wow trying to come back.
Bow Wow was
trying to come back. He got him a couple of songs, but it's not the same. Like you said,
like,
when they first
Romeo and Bow Wow back.
No, see, Romeo been trying to come back and it ain't been where I fooled Romeo. Master P been trying to come back, but Master P had this mixtape with
Master P straight, yeah,
but he had. I want him the Louis V Mob to come back, because when they did that mixtape, that was actually pretty solid. But like the new Master P, I like his guest versions when he was on the Master P remix. He was on he was on No Limit remix with Usher. And then he was on Master Pee Wee with Pee Wee Longway. And then what else was he on? He was on something else. So he had the record with Kurt Cobain that was kind of cool. But before we get out of here, speaking of people that fell off and came back, Plies is out here been blown back up with this 3 6 Mafia remix, The Rock. Everybody, their mama is doing the Rock challenge with a significant other. Like, hey, y'all heard it?
I have not. I'm a fan of Plies, but I have not yet heard that. No.
Oh, okay. Hold on. So, Link, have you heard it? All right, I'm gonna play the beginning of it. So
all right.
So y'all go check it out. If y'all go, shout out to Plies.
Yes,
because Link, who over at your house?
No, I'm just walking around and shit.
Man, you over
I'm
here
just walking around. I know you hear. Maybe put my shit on mute, dog.
No, you over here. No, you ain't got to put your stuff. You ain't got to put it on mute, dog. You ain't got to put it on mute, dog. I just
like, nigga, what you doing?
Yeah. What is you over there doing?
I'm just walking around, dog.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna let you.
She is my rock. Bust that up. Hold down the spot. Beast with the fuck. Shout it be wet. Dope in the cup. Beat down the block. She is my rock.
40 million views. 47 million.
47. Who is this?
Fly.
It doesn't even.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right there because it's 30 seconds. But yeah, everybody named Mama is doing.
Who is that?
The Flies doing the rock challenge. Everybody.
Damn.
Like, you know.
Wow. Damn. I mean,
Flies is out here like, and I looked on Google Play Music and on Spotify and maybe on Apple Music. Like, that's his biggest song he done had since Shout. No.
Yep.
No. Like when Shawty was his biggest song. Like still for some years, and then he came out with the Ritz Carlton, and then he had a couple other songs, and then this is like his biggest joint. Like, you know, so
do you think Pliers just need to just sit down?
No,
and just like, nigga, let these young dudes do this shit.
No, man. Like, this is the game.
Mean, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Plies. I like a lot of his older songs, but this song sounds different. It doesn't really sound like his normal flow or style. So if he wants to continue to make music and progress with his new stuff, he should stick to his original sound because he has a really unique sound. He's really original within his own artistry. So I think he should really stick with his original sound. That's what I feel.
Well, I feel like this was his most original sounding song for a while. Like he had the song with NBA YoungBoy and the song with Kodak, like that was getting back to his roots. And Ritz Carlton was like a big smash, and he still because Plies is like a character. I like he reminds me a lot of Pimp C. Anyway, let's talk about T-Pain out here killing Black Youngster's Booty remix. Like they did a remix with Jeezy, Chris Brown, and Trey Songz that was okay. But then T-Pain comes in and just I mean, like, hold on, wait, let me just play a little bit of this for y'all. Before we get out of here. This gonna
never heard the damn song. Yeah, I might listen to that.
Hold on, let me go. Hold on, let me just play it over here.
Look at that booty, got on you, toot, that booty, got on you, toot, look at that booty, got on you, toot, look at that booty, got on you, toot, look at that booty, got on you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. He just sat up there and remixed, like, he changed the whole beat of. He didn't went and changed the whole song, and then brought the beat in. Like I think T-Pain is on his way back too, because you know. I think. What y'all think? You think T-Pain come back in this generation?
I don't know, man. Well, because he was popping, you know, like I said, we growing up, like I said, you know, it was popping. I just feel like the newer generation, it's gonna be kind of hard, man, because we on that. Like I said, we like these, you know, Lil Yachty and all that stuff, you know, that crowd and all that stuff. But I don't know, T-Pain, it's a hit or miss, because he did have a lot of hits and stuff like that. I respect him, but I don't know. It's kind of hard.
I mean, I like T-Pain. I like a lot of his older songs, like you mentioned. However, I feel like he's so unique with his flow, his voice, and just his overall how he composed his songs, period. Like you mentioned, he came in kind of a cappella and then he brought the beat in. He does things in such a unique, creative way that I feel like if he came back in this generation and tried to, you know, cut an album or a few singles or whatever, I feel like he potentially could succeed with that. I really do. Just because of everything that he's already built for himself thus far, the status that he has for himself thus far, he could piggyback off of that and he really could do numbers again. I do believe it. Yes.
Okay. So you sell out a few shows.
Okay. So, y'all got any shout outs, anything that y'all wanna say before we get up out of here?
Yes. I'm gonna piggyback off of what we talked about with 6ix9ine. Respect himself. He needs to just acknowledge, respect it, and come to terms with what he's feeling. No gun control, no guns in the school system. We need to be equipped more mentally and emotionally for mental health concerns as well as bullying. And you know I can't forget to shout out Justin again. I love him so much. So shout out to Justin Bieber. Me, Nona in Milwaukee. Come find me. I am waiting for you. And thank you so much for having me on the show, Killzown. I really appreciate it. Link, it was very nice meeting you. I enjoyed collaborating with you guys. It was a wonderful show, and I look forward to maybe doing it again sometime. Great topics, great discussion, and I loved it. And again, my name is Nona Baldwin in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
All right. You ain't been at 50 Tyson. They try to hit you up, is he?
Oh, I'm 50 Tyson. 50. Hey, shout out to 50 Tyson though. That.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga, he be putting in where he follow me on Instagram, dog.
Shout out, yeah. Shout out to
hey, shout out to 50 Tyson, dog. That nigga work hard, bro. Shout out to him, dog.
Shout out to my homegirl up there in where she at? She in Minnesota too. I forget if she in Milwaukee or St. Paul. Shout out to Portia Maserati, the best the best female rapper you ain't never ever heard. I'm trying to get her to come back out of retirement. Thank you, Nona. Thank you, Link, for coming on. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all like, comment, favorite, subscribe for the one time. Link, you got some shout outs, dog. My bad.
Yeah, let's just shout out to I know this is a comedian in Milwaukee, man. Named Kevin Kraft. He real cool. A lot of good people in Milwaukee there. For the most part, thank you, Killzown, brother. Send me the link. Be on this show and know that it's nice meeting you. And yeah, no problem. And I'm just glad we had to discuss this various topics on the show. And that's pretty much it, man.
Yes, and shout out to you, Killzown, for the show. Keep popping, for real.
Thank you. We're gonna keep rolling.
Keep working, Kill. Go get there. Keep working, bro. I see you, bro.
Yeah, we did. I did about. I'm tired. I think I might. We're gonna end it off for today because I did like what? How many videos I did today? This will be the 5th one. So I mean, with the show,
ooh, like 5 videos in one day.
Yeah, I'm trying. Wow. I went and did like 2 lives on Facebook. Yeah, so
work hard, play hard.
Dog, who is over there, dog?
Nobody. I'm just walking, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just. Hey, bro, you drunk or something, dog?
No, I ain't. No.
What you drinking? What you drinking, man?
I mean, you know, I still got.
You drinking
all day, man. Look,
that rose.
I gotta pay Rick Ross hospital bill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like, that nigga, he wasn't even in jail, dog.
But for real though.
I mean, he wasn't even in the hospital.
No, he was. I mean, shout out Rose, man. I ain't even gonna play with that because
shout out Rose, yeah.
No, I've been saying, dog, but I'm gonna make sure because I gotta pay I gotta make sure that I always try to drink black. you know, and then I got this Francis Ford Coppola. I'll pop it up here on the screen for y'all because you know I don't drink for real like that, but you know I always keep a bottle of Bella because I like that he was the first person in this generation to talk about ownership, equity, stock. That's why you see Drake going from Jordan to Adidas. You see a lot of people being a lot more aware. Like he called out Birdman, even though that's like his mentor. He had the guts to call him out. It wasn't even as a diss, but like you know. And then the Francis Ford Coppola Merlot, man. You know, Godfather is on Netflix, so I look at Godfather not as a gangster movie, but as a life lesson movie. I encourage.
Most definitely.
Oh, okay. No, you seen it?
Of course, I've seen all of them. My family, I'm mixed with Italian, so that's a core movie for my family.
Oh, okay. See, I got
a movie, man. It was good though.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Because I tried watching it with some lady friends or whatever, like, and they can't make it. You know,
my girl tried to watch. She was like, "Watch the Godfather." I'm like, "Damn, it's a long ass movie, man." I was like, "All right." I was like, "Shit." I thought the Titanic was long. This shit, man. But you know, it has some good substance in it.
Man, like it was the same.
I won't watch it again though. That's too damn long.
I'm about to go. I should. Well, I'm gonna watch this. I got the Hey Arnold movie for free from Family Video, so shout out to them. But anyway, we up out of here, y'all. This Beats and Bitz podcast. I need y'all to send me. I mean, I got link Instagram, and I got link known as Facebook. But send me your Instagram link because I got it. But you know.
Okay.
Matter of fact, yeah, get it on my phone because I got to put up this post from earlier, and then later on, man, I'm gonna put up a post about the show. So anyway, we up out of here, y'all. Make sure y'all check everybody out. They're gonna be in the description box. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, tell your mom and them to watch us, and shout out to Breezy. He couldn't make it for tonight, but we're gonna get him back on. Shout out to my boy Chris and SJE down there in Lafayette, Louisiana. We're gonna have our boy Lil Fade on here soon. I gotta get back at him and see when we gonna get him on Killzown interviews. And we're gonna keep Nona around because you know y'all gonna see her blow up like Cardi B around over this way. So anyway, we about to y'all. This Beats and Bitz podcast.
Thank you.
No problem. Shout out Link.
For sure. I'm gonna definitely be back.
All right, Kill.
All right, we out.
All right.